We interrupt our programming to bring you the following special report.
The Ryan Report. The Ryan Report. B103.
It is your Ryan Report where you can log on to b-103.com and see the Friday edition. Tracy Morgan is apologizing, saying my gay jokes were not funny. All depends on if you want to accept it or not. He says, while I am an equal opportunity jokester, and my friends know what is in my heart, even in the comedy club, this clearly went too far and was not funny in any context. I'm not a hateful person, and I don't condone any kind of violence against others. I want to apologize to my fans and the gay and lesbian community for my choice of words at my recent stand-up in Nashville.
I feel like where was the joke though? I'm all for a good joke and a kidder, but I read word for word like what the guy said. There just was no punchline. He literally just went off on a rant about being gay for like 10 minutes. It was more of an opinion than it was a joke.
Well, I mean, when people are on stage,
yeah, and I don't know, you do.
If they get on a roll or they get on a run, they will go into it. And I'm sure by that time, he just kind of goes into it. And if it's playing or not playing, he's just trying it out and throwing it up against the wall and see if it sticks. I mean, obviously, for this to come out and they to be asking for his job, now that's going to be,
right.
What the issue is going to be is like, can something you say not in your workplace? Say, for instance, I get on the elevator and I'm going down and it's an elevator full of people and I happen to say something that people don't agree with.
Right.
And they go and blog about it.
Right.
Should I be fired from the radio station because of something I say in an elevator going down the steps?
That's an interesting point.
The same thing. This man is in a comedy club. He's not on 30 Rock.
Right.
He's not in NBC Studios.
Mm-hmm.
He's not on a nationwide TV show. He's in a comedy club, probably 300 people. But that is the way society is right now where, hey, you are wrong and you should be fired.
Yeah, people try to hold you accountable for everything that comes out of your mouth, whenever it comes out of your mouth, no matter, flat out.
So we'll get more of your comments here in just a second. Malcolm X's youngest daughter pleads guilty to ID theft. Will get conditional probation. Running up credit card bills, adding up to $55,000 in a car stolen from a widow of one of her father's bodyguards. Malika Shabazz is going to be held until July 28th on a $100,000 bond and has to pay back the money.
I don't even.
Just,
I'm like, yeah. What you gonna do?
What can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do?
I can't be a hypocrite. I too have been
What?
some ID fraud. I was 16 and I stole my sister's ID to get into a club. The old Tongue and Groove over in Buckhead. Do you remember that? Is that ID fraud? Theft? Is it the same thing? Don't turn your back on me. It's similar. It's sort of.
I'm telling you something. I'm just glad it's a statute of limitations.
What do you mean?
Please.
Can you get in trouble for that, like later?
I'm
after
just
the fact?
saying.
Can you?
Wow. My first car
Yeah. Was what?
came from T-shirts that never got rung up.
All right. I know where you worked. I know.
All right, now, according to the blog, Kim Kardashian loves her $2 million 20.5 carat ring so much that she never wants to take it off. But at the same time, she worries about something happening to it. According to Radar Online, she has commissioned a top jeweler, probably not Jacob,
Sure, no.
to make a decoy ring with a cubic zirconia instead of a diamond, saying it's going to be perfect and really difficult to detect that it's a fake. She will wear the real thing when she goes to special events or when she feels comfortable, but when she's just fooling around, she'll wear her decoy. Now, this isn't the wedding ring.
Right.
This is like Chris Humphries. This is the engagement ring.
Right.
Usually, a guy puts a band on it to make it official that we're married.
Right.
What do you put on a 20-carat ring?
Right.
It's too early.
Yeah, he
You should have gave her like 5 and then added 15.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
20 and then like, you know what? I'm just going to put a band on top of it. You can't.
No, it's too big. It's too gaudy at this point. Why do you even need a band? But what little does Kim Kardashian know is that Chris Humphries was way ahead of her, and he actually gave her the decoy ring already. That's what she's currently got on her hand.
It's
Australian crystal.
It's already from Gazy.
Yeah, it's Australian crystal, Kim.
And speaking of fake, can't get no more fake than the rumors that Rashard Lewis touched LeBron James' baby mama. Rashard called into a radio station and said, no, you want to hear it? Here you go.
I have no idea. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I went with my regular day of working out. I come home and I hear the same rumors. So I can most definitely tell you that those rumors are 100% false. They're not true. I don't know how it came up. I mean, I think, if anything, I don't know, they need to let the man play. You know, he's trying to win a championship and putting all this negative stuff out about him. They're going to never mess with his head.
Right,
and they need to leave the man alone, let him play. He's in the NBA Finals. Let him go out there and win him a championship. I mean, this is crazy. I can't believe it. I never met her before. And I reached out to, actually spoke to his stepfather, his father that raised him, to send a message to him to let him know that it's 100% false. As well as he said on their side of the camp, they know it's not true. They don't believe it. Told me not to worry about it at all. Told him to go out there, play his game, and go out there and play conscious free.
And there you go. He reached out to the man who raised LeBron, where I'm sure that people in the NBA probably don't have each other's phone numbers.
Right.
And there's no way that Rashard Lewis could probably get to LeBron, so he reached out to the man who raised him.
Yeah, his
well, of course,
stepdaddy?
LeBron's a grown man. So here we got one of two rumors that are not true.
Yes.
Because still, Delonte West has not come out and issued anything about the fact that when LeBron knocked on his mama's hotel room door, that he answered the door in a towel.
Yes.
And said, "Hey man, get the honor bar filled." Boy, more like this. Hey man, get the honor
I
bar
was gonna
filled.
say,
'Cause
be real.
Delonte's like
Delonte
same
West
nigga,
is like a little. He's like a little St. Patrick's Day
And-
little Irishman.
There's some news on Jennifer Hudson.
Yes, she actually performed on Good Morning America this morning. She did a great job, but I guess apparently too good because she was rushed to the hospital. Now they say that she had severe abdominal pains. She was treated for food poisoning and just released about 20 minutes ago. So they say she'll be just fine. But that she was pretty sick for a minute there.
And Weight Watchers said, it wasn't our food.
Right, we didn't do it.
I told you, stay within the little box.
Exactly.
You will be better.
How many points do you get if you
No, she
upchuck
ate
your
probably ate
food?
something on them vendors on the streets.
Exactly.
B103.
And if you don't know, now you know.